Hey, how you going? Have you been following Leanne's journey? She has created a fabulous goal of getting healthy and well and having a complete lifestyle shift. And I've done a couple of sessions with her, and I just want to share with you a couple of things that um, have transpired and do so with a lot of my weight loss clients. So the first thing that I found really interesting with Leanne was that straight away, before we even did a session, she started dieting and doing what she thought she should do in order to lose weight. And so I had given her some tasking to do in writing down what she was eating, and she was, you know, following some form of a restricted diet. And so when I noticed that, I said to her, hey, stop doing that. I want you to just eat normally. And actually, this week I increased her food. So uh, what is needed in the diet that is often missing is a lot of vegetable, a lot of stuff that helps your microbes in your lower gut. So I have at this stage increased Leanne's diet and added a whole lot of stuff that I wanted to add to whatever she's already eating. So until you get rid of the baggage that has you be overweight and overeat and not look after yourself, not value your health as a priority, then there's no point trying to restrict your diet or do any form of something that might appear forced or just in order to get to your goal. So another thing to consider is, what is, then the next stage is, what is the food trying to fulfill? When you look at things that people feel that they can't not have, when you do get to eating in order to honor your body rather than eating to fulfill some unmet need that is nothing to do with nutrition, things like bread and hot chips and things like that don't really have any nutritional value, or very little, for how much that your product you're putting into your body. So we want to have a look at, and this is the journey that Leanne's going on with me at the moment, is what is it, what is the food trying to fulfill? And there are other techniques we can do to get rid of the desire to eat certain things. So if you have a chocolate addiction, I don't know if I've said this before, but I did an intervention. I had an intervention myself, which I've done many times with different people. It's called like to dislike, where if you have something that, I used to eat a full family block of chocolate a day. I did, seriously. One of my profile pictures is of one of those massive, massive blocks of chocolate. And that's, who people actually knew me to be, was the person that ate a lot of chocolate. And I don't remember the last time I had any chocolate. It's quite bizarre, and I just don't even feel like it. So it's a really cool intervention. But deeper than that, you want to look at what has you want that in the first place, and what's gone on unconsciously, because it's the unconscious mind that we want to really work with, and get the unconscious mind then working with us, so that it can support us in where we're going in our journey. And the other thing, just have a little think about, is what is the difference when you feel hungry? And, for the most part, a lot of my life, I actually never experienced true hunger. I thought I was hungry, but I was just craving something or wanting something. But true hunger, when you have that funny kind of feeling in your stomach, like a real emptiness, then what is what is so bad about that you have to feel it? And what's the difference between that and the discomfort that you have when you overeat? Really, they're both a uncomfortable feeling. Or when you eat something, like, if I had something like with bread or milk or something, with a lot of that sort of stuff that, that I know that my stomach doesn't really like, then I will get a really uncomfortable feeling in my stomach. And, so that now repels me from eating it. But what is the difference? Why can you not stand being hungry, but you can stand being over full? It's a funny concept. I just thought about it the other day. So have a think about all of that stuff and see what transpires, and touch base with me if you have any questions or you want to know a little bit more about what goes on. And keep checking on Leanne if you're interested in the weight loss journey. And it, not only about weight loss, but you will see over the time that she will have, lots of things to address, and which, lots of obstacles which we all have in our journeys wherever we're headed. So, I wasn't thinking about exercise this morning, and I haven't, we've got guests, so I can't do my gym first up. So I didn't really prepare an exercise. Let's think. So, shoulder stretches, maybe? I know I've had a few inquiries about shoulder rehab. So, one stretch for your shoulder is to take your shoulder, across like this. Another one, your tricep, we're stretching like that. Make sure your elbow is back and you're pulling it straight across like that. In a doorway, this is a fabulous stretch that I really like to give people in a doorway. Let me put your hands on the door jamb and just push through the door so that you're stretching your pecs through here. And bicep is another really good one to do. So you would grab something, I get a broom handle and hold it in this hand and sit it on my shoulder and pull it up, and that will stretch bicep here. So something different this morning, and have a great weekend, and I will speak to you on Monday.